Okay, so this is as far as your syllabus goes for FYBIM, talking about semester 1 and semester 2. Now, these are your subjects. I'm pretty sure you must be well versed with those subjects. You must have attended these lectures like BIWC, Basics of Investment and Wealth Creation, Introduction to Accounting, which is what I teach, Introduction to Financial Systems. So these are the courses which are under the University of Mumbai, which are given, and each one has a specific credit, and overall total what you get are 20 credits. So when you pass each and every subject, you get these credits, right? So if you pass in each subject, you will get 20 credits for semester 1, 20 credits for semester 2, and similarly for each and every semester up to semester 6. So that is how your credit system goes. Okay, so you have elective courses like Basics of Investment and Wealth Creation, Introduction to Accounting, Introduction to Financial Systems, Ability Enhancement compulsory course, which is there is no option as far as that is concerned. So that is Business Communication. And lastly, you have Business Economics and Quantitative Techniques for semester 1. As far as semester 2 is concerned, you have Introduction to Wealth Management, Introduction to Accounting 2. Then you have, that is paper 2, that is, which will be something in continuation with Introduction to Accounting. That is my subject. Thirdly, you have Introduction to Financial Markets. So as somebody was asking here, how will we be well versed with the financial markets and investing and stuff like that? So this will be your basic and you can say intro to the financial markets and all the instruments that to know. Then you have Business Communication, paper 2, Introduction to Financial Intermediaries, and lastly you have Business 2. These subjects that you will be having, these are the courses that you will be having in your first year. Okay. Okay, and lastly, there's the 7th course, which has to be undertaken by each and every course rather, which is foundation course, which is there for both the semesters. Okay, this is a small snapshot of that itself. Now, as far as your exam pattern is concerned, your exam will be conducted in, let us say, 2 parts, or rather, okay, there are 2 main parts of it. That is continuous evaluation, that is CE, and semester end examination, that is SE, right? So it is a total of 40 marks for CE and 60 marks for SE for each and every subject. And finally, that is the total of 100. Now, as far as your CE is concerned, that is 40 marks of CE is concerned, they are again divided in 3 parts rather, where you have continuous evaluation 1, that is CE1, and then you have CE2. Now, in CE1, you will have kind of a unit test, that is a small examination, online examination that will be conducted for 20 marks, that is CE1. And as far as CE2 is concerned, again in CE2 there are 2 parts, 15 marks worth of, you can say there will be some sort of assignments or projects or something like a tutorial will be conducted, where you would have to actually be part of that project. You will have to make certain presentations, you will have to make certain projects. So that will be for 15 marks, which you will have to do, and 5 marks is for your active participation and attendance. So 20 marks unit test examination, 20 marks, again 15 marks of assignments, projects, 5 marks of attendance and active participation, and sem-end examination, again an exam of 60 marks. The way things are going right now, we are looking at online examinations itself. But in normal circumstances, it would be, that is in offline circumstances, it will be a proper descriptive paper that you could have for any subject. semester end examination the way you have been having previously. Yeah, is there any doubt anyone has or anything anyone wants to add here? Abhijit sir?
It's all right. Sorry, I was on mute.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Ritu. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Next up, we have certificate courses. Now, these are the certificate courses which are being undertaken by our own department, sometimes in collaboration with other departments. And yeah, so firstly, you have basics of financial statement analysis. So here, as someone was asking, do we understand or like, can we understand how research analysis or rather fundamental analysis can be done? So this basics of financial statement analysis basically talks about that itself. But this is an added certificate course which you can do, which will be different than your normal lectures. It is not part of it. So if you are wishing to do it, and I will suggest everyone to do this, because this particular course will help you in your syllabus or in your exams as well. So this is one certificate course which we provide here under the Department of Investment Management for first years. And secondly, now this is one course which we are planning to start in this upcoming year, and it is an interdepartmental event or interdepartmental course which we are planning to do, which is investment with coding. So there will be students from science as well, and students like you from investment management or some other courses who can get into this course, which is investment with coding. Now, as you all know, there are various financial softwares, or there are various trading softwares or something like that, which require some sort of coding. Nowadays, as everything is going online, you need to know, even a commerce person will get some value if he understands what coding is, or if he at least understands the basics of coding. So definitely, as far as online investing is concerned, online investing is concerned, you require some sort of coding, right? So here we are doing some interdepartmental activity where we are like considering that we are investment students, we are commerce or finance students. We will be knowing a bit about investing, and they being science students, rather, if I have to be precise, computer science and IT students, they will be very well versed with coding. So we are mixing this up together and creating a course where how coding is used for investments, and we will also try to teach the science students and rest all that how investment generally works. So this is, you can say, a combination of two interlinked things which we are planning to do this year. So I think this is going to be very, very interesting, and it is very important. Yeah, for everyone. So this is what certificate courses, these are the two certificate courses which we as a department are providing in BIM. Yes, you can get into, now somebody had asked, can we get into other departmental certificate courses? Yes, you can. Because the point is, certificate courses, certificate courses are initiated by a particular department, but they are applicable for PAN college. So anyone from the college, like in certain cases, there are certain specifications which the certificate courses are there. But some certificate courses which are applicable for all, you can definitely enroll in those certificate courses also. So ऐसा नहीं है कि जो अगर BIM का ही certificate course में ही आप जा सकते हैं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. You can get into other certificate courses also. But looking at our syllabus, looking at our academics, I feel these two courses will be very, very beneficial for our students. Yes, I hope I'm very, very clear. If anyone is having any doubt, you can raise that.
Well, as you progress time-wise, and since you are just a week long in the system, you will be finding a lot of certificate courses will be flashed. And you will be finding as you go on reading your syllabus, as you go on attending the e-classes, you will be slowly finding that the certificate courses which are being given by the BIM department will be more relevant to you. So, see, if I want to do a certificate courses in, say, for example, botany, no, nobody's stopping me from doing a certificate courses in botany. But will that be relevant for me? How relevant will be it for getting me a good career prospect? It should ultimately be helping in future. So, it's my suggestion. You concentrate on the certificate courses on the of the department. Apart from that, if you want to enrich yourself in other certificate courses also, you are most welcome to do it.
Okay, thank you, sir. Yeah. Now let us go ahead. Now let us talk about this activities or the core activities of our department. And I wish I will also talk about this, but I would like even Abhijit sir, or even if required, Ria, you can also come in as far as the departments are concerned, because the departmental activities are concerned, because she has a, you can say, first-hand experience of, and a very strong experience of
you speak up, start speaking up from today only, so that days you give a good audience from the next one. So you, Ria, I'll request you to speak up on this.
Sure, sir. Like, first of all, I would like to greet everyone. I'm from SY. My name is Ria, and I am the part of the core committee group of the cultural department of our department. So these are the basic core activities of our department which are listed here. Apart from this, we have a lot of other activities going on throughout the year. So firstly, we have Awareness Week, Investment Awareness Week, which is being planned right now, which we will be conducting by the next month. So this awareness week, in this we basically aim about creating awareness about all the investment regarding sectors. Then we have roadmap. Roadmap is basically a combination of cultural activities like dance, talent show, and along with it other activities like business plan building and portfolio management. Then Investors Fiesta is the activity which we started last year. Our batch initiated this activity, and we're planning on continuing it even this year. So Investors Fiesta was again about culturals, talent show, and there was a business plan activity, and we keep on having innovative ideas. So anybody, I'd expect you all also to contribute with your ideas or innovative ideas, and we'll go ahead with that plan. Even your batch can initiate your own event, and then you can carry forward like the way we are doing this one. Then lastly, we have Contrarian. So Contrarian is a highly stock market oriented event. In this, we conduct webinars and workshops to give people first-hand experience about stock market simulations and other activities related to stock market. That's it about this event.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, and I think there are various events like, as she rightly said, like business plan or mock stock events are there, which you can participate in, and rather also help to organize them as being part of the department as far as these activities are concerned. Then you also have social activities in our department, where you have we do a Yogutsav, youth summits, CSR activities. Now, CSR activities are not very specific, I would say. Those keep on changing according to every year. So So we take into consideration certain social activities. We take webinars on social issues like environmental issues, gender issues, or human rights issues and stuff like that. So definitely it's as a department or as a person also, I think it's not only, even though we are getting into investment management, it's not only and only about investment, or it's not only about money making. As a person, you have to develop your personality. You have to have some social sense to be in the society, and you need to understand certain things which are going on around you. So for that, we definitely take social issues also, and we do activities on social issues as well. It could be about gender sensitization, about women's safety. It could be about, as I said, human rights. Yeah, it could be about environment and so on. Okay, you can get some glimpses now, since these are photos of Zoom meetings that were conducted. So last year, as you can understand, everything was done online. But definitely, by God's grace, if everything goes well and we shift into the offline mode, then all these activities can be conducted offline as well. Yeah. So here we end with the presentation of our department. Yes, Abhijit sir, if you want to add.
Well, thank you, Abhishek sir. That was a very nice and crispy presentation, and thank you, Ria, also for explaining in a very short manner how the huge activities are going on. So when we are seeing a presentation, it becomes very simple to sit back and see. But when we are actually doing the background work, you can understand what is the level of participation that is required from you. And you means I am referring to each and everybody present in the meeting and not present in the meeting. So ideas, we believe that it is basically a crackpot of ideas. Ideas should not be guided by some rules and regulations. You are most free to inculcate and contribute innovative ideas. And those ideas should be practical and realistic. And we also encourage equal participation in studies also. Now, there are some, as I'm speaking, and I think some of you are knowing, we in this class, in this FIB, I'm having a very unique combination of people joining us from Lucknow, Dhule, Aurangabad. And I'm very proud to say that it is actually a very national, the course is getting a national color now. Who knows, we may be taking international wings a few years from now. And regarding these activities, you will be able to know it from Abhishek sir. Ria will always be there to guide you. And most importantly, you should be participating very wholeheartedly. And now I wish to know from you. I wish to, if Abhishek sir will be allowing you to speak now. What are your feelings about the department, about the college, about the classes from the last 1 week? So we are very eager to hear of that.